My manager was like, I found the best video on YouTube. And I said, oh? And he said it's called 1 hour of silence periodically interrupted by the sound of metal pole clanking. And proceeded to play it. Every time the pole clanks, he spooks like a wild horse and keeps getting more and more frustrated. We are about 20 minutes in, and he's like, God, I can't wait for this to be over, refusing it to turn it off. I went to the bathroom and still heard the metal pole clanks and heard him say, how am I supposed to prepare myself for this?
What are these pills? What the flip, Mom? Stay out of my room. Are these your drugs? They aren't drugs, lol. And don't eat one. Why not? Will I get addicted? Are you addicted? Mom, calm down. Then tell me what these are. Okay, go get some water. I'm not thirsty. Put the pills in water. Why? What will happen to me? Just put one in the water. Oh, they're just kids' toys. I told you, not drugs. Well, why do you have these? I don't know, I was high when I bought them. I read that capsaicin makes your mouth feel like it's burning because it increases your nerve sensitivity to heat, and menthol works by doing the same thing to cold. So, if I eat a habanero pepper and then chew a bunch of breath mints, they'll cancel each other out and I'll be fine. Hey, guess what hellfire tastes like? Amazing. Amazing, but will end soon. I want to tell a story to the artists and would-be artists out there. When I was 19, I made a large oil painting of a nerd I would eventually marry. I poured all my attention and care into this painting. It's the only art I have back then that still holds up as a work I'm proud of today. I entered it to a judged show at a local art center. It got an honorable mention. I went to see the show with my beloved model. One of the judges came up to talk to me and highlighted that all the judges really liked the painting. It would have placed, except you see, the feet were incorrect. They were too wide and short, and if I just studied a bit more anatomy, I called over my future wife and asked her to take off her shoe. Being already very used to humoring me, she did. The judge looked at her very short, very wide little foot, exactly as I lovingly rendered it. I would never edit her appearance in any way. The judge looked at me in the eye, and to his credit, he really looked like he meant it when he said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Anyways, the moral of the story is that all those anatomy books that teach you proportions are either showing you averages or a very specific idea of an idealized body. Actual bodies are much more varied than that. So don't forget to draw from observation, and remember that humans aren't mass-produced mannequins. The light is in our variation because it's supposed to be there. I use Kermit as a model for the priesthood for several reasons. He wears a collar, visible. He's very reflective, prayerful. He gives good advice, verbal. He leads by example, does the right thing. And he's an overall great guy. I was trying to find out if Kermit was eligible to be Pope, and I found a blog that says he's the perfect example of a Catholic priest. What do you expect? He's a man of the cloth.
Hi, it's me, Kermit the Priest, and my first rule is that all frogs are now deemed holy.
A series of events. Number 1, I put my annual leave request form almost 3 weeks ago and my boss has not approved it yet. Number 2, I went into my office today and replaced every single writing utensil with crayons in preparation for April Fool's Day. Number 3, while searching for pens to remove, I found my unsigned annual leave form in my boss's drawer. Number 4, I placed my unsigned annual leave form in a photo frame and put it on his desk. Number 5, the frame I used was from a photo of his kids that I deemed less important than my leave form. Number 6, my boss sometimes goes into the office on Saturdays to work. And number 7, going to sign your f***ing leave form in crayon. Where are my children?
Hey, Bloodhound, play toys with me.
Mirage, no, I will not be playing toys with you.
What the Sigma?
A desperate cleric slamming every healing spell so hard to bring someone back to life. The ground is forced to grow plants and flowers around the body. Decades later, guarded by a forest of roses and thorns, lies a corpse refusing to rot. Rabbithood is a spectrum.
My life ruled by fear, that which destroyed me from the inside. For my mind is all but whittled to a dull point by this ceaselessly active world that allows no rest as it wages its endless assault upon my woeful, frail body. I want so badly to be allowed anger, resentment, justice. But how could I resent that which happens for no reason at all at the hands of no God?
Ugh, I think let's. If you know someone from New York City and they're feeling down, ask them to explain to you exactly what a bodega is. They love telling people about bodegas. Now, what they're going to describe you is a regular corner store, but act like it's just as magical as they think it is. I'm thrilled my tweet continues to upset New Yorkers even after my Twitter ban. Marvel rival Spider-Man saying that after the match they should get a sandwich, specifically from a bodega. I have no idea what bodega means, but when a machine doesn't work, Brazilians usually exclaim, "Oh, bodega vea," out of frustration. First time in gym, my very first exercise is bench. Next to me are some Zoomers. They snicker and say to themselves, "This dude looks like he sits behind computer 24/7. About to cry. Make up some bullshit like, "I'm thirsty," and go to toilets so that I can pack and leave. Some dude stops me and says if he can use bench. It's motherfucking Chad. Just like from the memes. Say, "Yeah." Ask if I will spot him. "Oh, okay." We start to talk. He noticed I'm a first timer in the gym. He teaches me lifts. We talk for hours, and for this whole hour, it feels like I'm safe and protected. My face when this Chad says, "See you tomorrow, okay? I have leg day, and I'll teach you deadlifts." Is this how Chads are? It felt like dream, but it was all real.